The main bridge that connects San Fierro to Bone County actually has a secret. If you jump onto this ledge, as you can see right here, you can actually phase through the barrier and walk on the beams underneath the bridge. Bitch, the NPCs absolutely lose their minds, and the police are completely unable to get you here. And I've got tons more cool things to show you that you might not have known about GTA San Andreas coming up in today's video. I guarantee there's at least one thing on this list you probably didn't realize. Did you know that not only birds and sea life exist in this game, but you can also find flies as well? Now that might not be very impressive to many of you, but something pretty funny about this is that the flies are actually just something that are attached to a certain part of the trash bag. You can push it around, and the flies just stay connected as particles attached to that object. You can climb the slanted tree in Backo, beyond by the swamp, as you can see here. You'll see this leaning tree. And what many people didn't realize is that you can actually run up the entirety of it and stand on top, and yes, to answer your question, you can indeed parachute off of this thing. And even if you've got the skills, ride a mountain bike all the way to the top as well, which was just a fun challenge. So if you've ever got a spare few minutes on your hands and you happen to be passing through this area, definitely give this a try at any wanted level. Just buy a plane ticket to another city and boom. No more cops. It's a pricey move sometimes, but hey, it's also a fast travel hack. Just east of the abandoned airstrip that CJ can purchase later into the game, you will notice this small car park right here on the side of the main road, and you'll be able to recognize it by these poles and small flags hanging from the wires. There's something really interesting about this car park, or for some reason, there's a very strange graphical issue that seems to occur, where any vehicles that are behind the pole would instead appear to be in front of the pole, but the vehicles are still far away, leaving this really strange glitch in the Matrix effect. Who would have known that poles would be such an interesting thing to look at? Now, something you may not have realized is that there are some vehicles in the game that don't have a fuel cap. By shooting the fuel container cap, you can instantly blow up a vehicle. But vehicles like the Glendale, for example, and the Voodoo don't actually have a fuel cap on them, but they can be blown up by shooting them with just one bullet. But not quite in the way that you would expect. Rather than shooting the fuel cap, instead these vehicles can be blown up instantly by simply shooting their license plates, which I found really interesting. In San Fierro, there's only one bus stop in the entire city. It's located in the King's District, where you'll never actually see any buses. What's more, the bus stop is turned away from the road and is partially sunk into the asphalt. Of course, you can go up to Grove Street homies. Well, you have a camera equipped and get them to take photographs of you. If you didn't know, then you can thank me in the comments. But did you know that if you point your camera at the homies as well, CJ will ask them to pose for the camera, and they will actually do it. Say cheese. Cheese. You know where you at, fool? During the mission, High Noon, where you have to take out Officer Pulaski, there's a much quicker way to do this. That requires pretty much no effort whatsoever. In order to do this, as soon as the mission starts, and you have to pursue after Pulaski, run towards his vehicle and attempts to push it in a manner like I'm doing here. From there, you should be able to just about get into the vehicle through the passenger side door while holding the sprint key, whichever that might be if you're on PC. It'll either be shift or spacebar. But if you're holding the button, it will insta-kill Pulaski right there on the spot, completely skipping the chase scene and making this mission 10 times easier.
Punk motherfucker!
Did you know that in Angel there are trash bins with GTA Vice City maps? Of course, almost everyone knows once that. I found the exact same bins in Los Santos, in the Vinewood area. Did you know that if you're on a taxi mission and you drive into Ballas territory, rather than drag you out the vehicle, they'll actually end up vandalizing the vehicle, and these really cool rare unique animations will play. I had no idea this existed in the game, and I was absolutely blown away when I realized that it's actually true. We all know about the Big Ear, which is this giant satellite dish out in the desert. But did you know the radio tower just south of this station has a secret marker you can walk inside of, and it will teleport you right to the top of the tower with a parachute? But this isn't the only location that has this. This Big Pointy Building in Sanford Arrow. No, by the way, guys, that's actually what it's legitimately called. Well, this one also has the same Easter egg, which is really cool.